Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it
and
is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest.
Besiktas
A sporting event
against
which
Inter.
has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's had a shot! He's scored!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Inter Milan didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? And here's Griezmann, Rummenigge. Mbappe. Mateus. Nice interception, well timed.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Besiktas are already ahead, the perfect start.
Well, it's one thing planning it, Peter, but another executing it, and this is proving to be a rather fine execution.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross. Terrific header. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Aim forwards. Mateus. Ronaldinho. Rummenigge. And through to the goalkeeper. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Besiktas leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. Now, who's going to be first to this? Lovely bit of skill. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Griezmann defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good read. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe. And he's a great hit! It's in! And this is getting better and better. A moment that needed composure. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Costa Curta. And Abe. Messi. And the shot! Griezmann. And that's been intercepted. Taken back almost at once. Gilberto Silva. Ronaldinho. Beckenbauer. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance again. No.
Besiktas really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Besiktas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Cruyff. Messi. now a sudden chance to counter. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well seen, saw that coming. Messi is sharing after that one. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now, can he finish? Yes! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Pass just lacking in accuracy. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Well read, nice interception. Nkunku. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Mbappe! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Besiktas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Messi. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Nkunku. He's played him through. He's had a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Besiktas really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That has not gone well. Looking for the runner, and he was quick to react. Interesting ball. Oh, super ball! So it is still 0-0. Besiktas finding their passes. Wilshere. Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Looking for options for movement. Decent hit!
Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois!
That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Nkunku. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Away from immediate danger. And that's been intercepted. Mateus fiddles it through. Now can he... Goal! Goal! Barcelona! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Neymar, Mbappe, Nkunku.
Besiktas truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And he's running through. He's in and the shot! Oh, easy pickings there. Mateus. Closing in on... Oh, shooting chance! Koundé is there and he can get that clear.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He has found a way through. Mateus. Koundé makes the interception. Nedved. No, that's been intercepted. Mateus. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nkunku.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pinches it off him. And it's Neymar. That's a sweet ball, that. That has been cut short. Barrios. Good spot. He's seen the run. Messi. He's found a way through. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Besiktas don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in the second half, they can't hold back though.
Now it's Mbappe. Mateus.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Besiktas different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And that interception was most necessary. Taken back almost at once. Now there's a fine ball. He's beaten the offside trap. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois.
Once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Barrios, that is good alertness. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that's a superb pass, and the finish! It's in!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveler. Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. Well, there was to be no other outcome. Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
All right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. And he scores! Back in business! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, that's about as cheeky as it comes. By going right down the middle, it may have backfired, but it's worked for him this time.
This is quite a battle.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Now it's Neymar. That's been cut out, well played. Musiala. A nice sequence of passes, this. Well, that pass isn't the best. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, that's a key interception. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now that looks a decent ball. Cruyff. That's a decent clearance.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lofted upfield. Engages and forces him off the ball. Passes short and sharp. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Mbappe. And that is masterful defending. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, that's delightful. He's beaten the last man. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Musiala. Now there's the clearance. Now it's Mbappe. Wilshere clears it away.
2 minutos de descuento.
He's in, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's intervened well there. And it's Messi. Mateus. He's had a hit! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied, and notably... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are... Nkunku! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Nkunku actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. He's played it long, and now they can spring out of defence. Mateus! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Ball's gone out of play. And it's Hullet. Beckenbauer, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Well, played right into his path. Pirlo, well read, and the danger is averted. Messi, and now the breakaway. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's shifting through the gears here. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he was quick to react. Fiddles it through. That's an excellent interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Cruyff.
That's good play from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Goal! Besiktas! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Besiktas break the deadlock.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
He's picked his way through. Nkunku. No, that's been intercepted. He's found... Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Besiktas have their second corner now. They've played it short. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Mbappe with a predatory goal.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching.
And the shots! And more, and more, and more! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Mbappe! Oh, taken with style. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Besiktas clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? There's such a
Real chance! Surely this time, it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Besiktas totally rampant here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And he welcomes it in. Messi. Besiktas heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the shot! And that should get the job done. And the shot! It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Barrios. Might be now the finish! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Corner number 3 coming up.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Reinildo.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, good read. And that's been intercepted. Messi might just make this. And it's Messi. And Messi! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, we were anticipating this.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return. And I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Besiktas utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. Here we go again then. Oh, well played, well played. Early ball out from the back. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that's fabulous. Cruyff! He's going to be quick to recover this. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Besiktas got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Well seen. Saw that coming. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had it! It's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
How many? Just how many?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's beaten the last man. Nicely weighted ball. He's had a shot. He has done it. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't...
And he has been fouled there. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's got away, and Hullet! And again! Now, who's going to be first to this? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Maradona. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
The attendance for
Oh,
this
he's
match
enjoyed
is
that. He evidently loves the
71,649.
contest. Pirlo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's looking to set free a runner. He's having a go. Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And that interception was most necessary. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Nkunku and Mateus. And here's Messi. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Away from immediate danger. Zakaria. Closing in on the last quarter of an... Oh, terrible pass. He's away. Romario. Referee has just said play on. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence...
Chance! And it's in!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Milan grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Well seen, saw that coming. And it's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival.
This is the time you need that pace.
Maradona. Now it's Messi. And that could set him on his way. Romario finds himself offside. Beckenbauer. Romario. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Romario. Hullet. Mateus. So, what can they make of this? Pirlo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, good read. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Hullet. Nkunku. Cruyff. Mbappe. Nkunku. And he's got... There's the shot! Well, the counter could be on here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
4 added minute
Works
has been
it forward.
indicated.
Mbappe. No, that was never going to make it. Oh, easy pickings there. That is good alertness. And it's Messi. Well, That is one way to stop him. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas.